In this video, we're going to look at viewing multiple assessments in LinkIt. Again, whether they're LinkIt given assessments or assessments whose scores just end up in LinkIt. So we're going to start the same way you would with just viewing one single assessment, which is going to your LinkIt dashboard, clicking the reporting icon, and then dashboard. This is going to open up a new tab for you. And again, in this example, I have the yellow background on my screen because I'm anonymizing the data for student privacy, but your screen should look similar to this one. You're going to want to choose your class. So again, if you're working with multiple classes, just pick one right now and you can add them later. In this example, I'm going to pick the writing class. And then we're going to go for that big green select data button. So ignore all of the colorful tiles at the bottom that are begging you to click on them and click select data. In this window, we're going to be choosing the assessments that we're going to be looking at. Remember, we're going to be looking at multiple assessments here. We want to be able to compare some of the data. Now, for this class, the assessment that I want to look at is actually the Form A, B, and C's, and we're going to look at the ones from last year because this year they've only taken Form A so far. So instead, we're going to just pretend that it's last year, and I'm going to pull up their Form C for ELA and their Form B for ELA. You can see that I've checked the boxes off in front of those tests. And now we're going to go up and choose the big green circle for student results. So we want to see the student results for Form A, Form B, and Form C from last year. Now you can see that we're looking at the student results. If you wanted to add an additional class and look at more than one class section here, you would do that with the left side panel. So again, we would open the left side panel, scroll down to the bottom where the class is listed, and then you would use the drop-down arrow to check off any additional sections of this subject that you teach that you want to see together. And remember, you need to click the blue apply button once you're done in order to get the students to populate to the list. We're not going to do that in this example, so let's hide that by clicking the arrow over again to get rid of it. When you look at the tests, you can see that Form B is in its own column and Form C is in its own column. If I click the 3 lines that are next to the name of the test, it gives me some additional options, so I could also see the raw score if I wanted. What's nice is there's a little shortcut. If you do one thing to one column, it will do it to all of them by clicking for example, clicking the raw checkbox. And then if I click apply to all, you can see that it added the raw score for all of them. In this example, we don't need to see the raw scores, so I'm going to hide them by going back to select scores, clicking the checkbox, and then doing apply to all. And I can toggle to view them either in ascending or descending order, whichever I prefer. Additionally, I can see standards. So if I click select scores again and I wanted to see just standard 3.1, I can check that, click apply to all, and now both columns are showing me the standard, which I can then sort by. Just like seeing a single assessment, if you want to add any other information, use the right side panel. And here you can add things like the class. If you have multiple sections together, you can add any of the demographics you want, and you can work with calculations, which will be seen in another video. If you want to print this information, again, same as single assessment printing, just click your print button and that will open up a print preview window for you.